Hi, my name is Kayla Ng, and my designer was April Greiman. Some brief history about her is that she's an influential contemporary American graphic designer. She was born on September 10, 1948 in New York City, New York. Her husband is architect Michael Rotondi, and she is director and founder of a design consultancy called Made in Space, which is based in LA and established in 1986. She is also currently a art instructor at Woodbury University School of Architecture, and she also teaches at the Southern California Institute of Architecture, also known as SciArc. Some of her achievements is that she has studied at the Basel, Switzerland School, that translates to the General Arts Trade School, as well as the Kansas City Art Institute. She was head of the design department for the California Institute of the Arts in 1981, where she lobbied the institute to rename the department as visual communications instead, since she felt graphic design seemed to limit the scope of the subject. Another achievement is to commemorate the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which is the women's voting rights. The U.S. Postal Service commissioned her to design the stamp for the occasion, which was launched in 1995. Some other numerous awards that she has received is the Medal of the American Institute of Graphic Arts, the prestigious Chrysler Award for Innovation, and some of her pieces are in the permanent collections of the Museum of Modern Art, Cooper Hewitt, the National Design Museum, the Pompidou Center, and even the Library of Congress. Some of her philosophies that she works in transmedia design, which is design in all forms of media, whether that be physical signage, digital art, and etc. This is also reflected in her work as a design consultancy through her company Made in Space. April Greiman actively challenges interdisciplinary boundaries, investigating the parallels and intersections between art and design in all aspects of her work. According to her website that hosts Made in Space, April Greiman is a thinker, designer, and artist whose transmedia projects, which addresses all areas and scales of the design from communications to textiles and from architecture to new media, together with her innovative use of advanced technology, have made her a leader in the design world. April Greiman's visual style first started with international style and then, like many other artists of the time, transitioned to the new wave style. The international style, according to Smashing Magazine, international style, the Swiss style, does not simply describe a style of graphic design made in Switzerland, it became famous through the art of very talented Swiss graphic designers. But it emerged in Russia, Germany, and Netherlands in the 1920s. This style in art, architecture, and culture became an international style after 1950s, and it was introduced by artists all around the globe. Despite that, people still refer to it as the Swiss style or the Swiss legacy. Meanwhile, when she transitioned to New Wave style, according to Sarah Jacobson, is a style that in the early to mid 80s, the so called New Wave typography was a mix of styles with traits of Swiss style, also known as the international style, postmodern contrasts and harmonies, and lots of geometric shapes and isometric patterns. New Wave is the movement where graphic designers moved away from the international style. April Greiman is also recognized for introducing the New Wave design style in the US. Some of her impacts is she was considered one of the first designers to see computers, specifically the Macintosh brand of computers, in a different light, and realized its potential as a design tool. She was instrumental in exploring and spreading the ideas of involving advanced technology in the arts and design process. She also embraced digitization and art. Some of her works are these. These are all examples of the New Wave style after she transitioned from the international style. And thank you for